So they're about to be reacting to convicts trying to attack the judge in court. Hey, man, if you can't do the time, don't do the crime. Indeed. But let's see, bro.
In accordance with the laws of the state of Nevada.
Hey, bro, we all seen this, though. When this video first came out, bro, they had the internet in tears. I thought it was AI, bro. Ain't no way he did that. He could have been a fire linebacker. Look at this. That nigga could have been a linebacker, bro. Ooh! Bro, to be crashing out like these people right now, bro, they had to hit you with a life sentence, bro. Cause ain't no way, bro. They had to hit you with a life sentence, bro. I'm telling you.
This is Deobra Redden, who's
They
facing
got
charges
a spit mask on it. Oh my goodness, this nigga looks like a menace, bro.
for battery in Nevada. 30-year-old Redden was arrested after he allegedly attacked a man with a baseball bat.
Really?
He pleaded guilty and faced a possible sentence of 1 to 4 years in prison. At his sentencing, Redden had a calm and matter-of-fact exchange with Clark County District Judge Mary Kay Holthus.
Based on my criminal history, like I feel that like I shouldn't be like sent to prison for a second time.
Have you looked?
A second time. So you didn't learn your lesson the first time? Throw him back in jail, bro.
Your criminal history? Have you looked at your criminal history?
I actually just I looked at it.
I mean, you lived it, I
I
suppose.
just looked at it, yeah.
Yeah.
Judge Holthus then reminded Redden of his criminal history.
And, you know,
3 felonies, a gross, 9 misdemeanors, multiple DVs. Got a lot going on,
Multiple
sir.
DVs. So he just like beating on women, don't he? Okay, gotcha.
yeah, I just figured like
Battery on a protected person, robberies, attempt home invasion.
Redden,
Yeah, bro. He anything but a job, right, bro? Just throw him in jail, bro. That's all he
who
wants.
struggled with mental health issues like schizophrenia and bipolar disorder, tried to convince the judge that he deserved a second chance.
I feel like I shouldn't be sent to prison, but if it's appropriate for you, then you have to do what you have to do. But I figured that, you know, if I'm in a better place in my life, I'm not doing drugs, I'm not out there committing crimes now, and I feel like I should be given a shot because I'm in a better place than I was.
But Judge Holthus was having none of it.
I appreciate that, but I think it's time that he gets a taste of something else because I just can't with that history.
This is when things got crazy.
That's his schizophrenia right there, bro. Don't charge him. Don't throw him under the jail. They about to get this nigga 2 life sentences, bro. He could have played for the Patriots, bro.
Redden launched over the courtroom bench and headed straight for Judge Holthus.
Damn.
Eventually,
That's not funny, bro.
deputies were able to
Multiple DVs, by the way. Yeah.
restrain him.
And they need some new bailiffs in court. They didn't see this nigga running up there. What are they doing? Counting sheep? Come on, bro. He's about to... They got the... I don't know if that's a district attorney. Somebody in the suit going bananas. Come on, bro. Beating... jumping this... He deserved that, bro.
As alarms went off in the courtroom, people started to call for help.
That's affirmative medical is requested. Judge's chambers.
Yeah, be advised. 515's got a big laceration to his head. Judge hit her head into the wall, and I got an inmate that's bleeding up here.
There'll be a positive transport to UMC for a marshal.
Be advised, I'm also going to need a biohazard cleanup for a lot of blood on the floor.
It was later found that Redden allegedly punched Judge Holthus and pulled out parts of her hair.
Oh, my goodness.
One marshal
Bro, how much time do you even get for that itself? Like, alone? Like, how much is that charge alone?
to be hospitalized and needed 25 stitches after suffering a forehead injury, as well as a dislocated shoulder. A few days later, Redden was seen in court again, heavily shackled and wearing a spit mask for the sentencing of his initial assault case.
Good morning. All right, this is
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Mr. Redden's
Is it more?
sentencing.
6.
For purposes of the
I
record,
think he off
I
the
want to
record.
make it clear that I am
You can see where her missing out, or is that the...
changing or modifying the sentence I was in the process of imposing last week before I was interrupted by defendant's actions. All right, that being said, in accordance with the laws of the state of Nevada, this court does now sentence you, in addition to the $25 administrative assessment fee, $150 DNA fee, the $3 DNA administrative assessment fee, and $250 indigent defense fee.
Man, he do not care about that, bro. He's about to serve hella time, boy.
19 to 48 months in the Nevada Department of Corrections.
Additionally,
That's it?
he faced 13 new charges for the attack on Judge Holthus, including attempted murder, battery, and extortion by threat. If convicted, Redden could spend decades in prison.
Sally, man, he's about to get a convicted, bro. He's definitely
Diablo
convicted.
Redden is a prime example of a convict acting crazy in court. However, whatever a man can do, a woman can do better. Like in the case of Melissa Hardwick.
When did this happen? This look like it's... Oh, I've never seen this before.
Whatever a man can do, a woman can do better. Like in the case of Melissa Hardwick, who was in Russell and Wayne County Family Court in Kentucky for a domestic violence hearing. Melissa's
Really?
ex-husband had filed a domestic violence order against her.
Your statements in your petition as part of your testimony, but I need you to tell me briefly, in your own words, what happened to cause you to ask for a domestic violence order.
Yes, Your Honor. Things have been escalating, I guess, since the first of the year. And Melissa's had a couple MIWs and a couple arrests. And she got out of jail in, I guess, April. And she started, we hadn't really had anything personal up until that point. She got out of jail in April.
He was explaining the situation when suddenly Melissa erupted.
My personal life is
No, no,
none
no.
of your business, John. It has nothing to do with
Miss
you
Hardwick?
boys. No.
You will be held in contempt of this court if you become
I don't
disruptive.
care. I haven't done anything to this court. I haven't done anything to
Okay.
him.
She will be
It
arrested
doesn't
for
make
contempt
any-
of the
It
court.
doesn't make any difference.
You will serve 10 days for contempt of court.
She was arrested for
Man, she got to do
contempt.
10 days for not shutting the fuck up. See, bro, I ain't gonna say this all women problem, but it's some women problem. Sometimes just know when to shut the fuck up. You doing unnecessary time now.
And
Come on,
sentenced
bro.
to 10 days in jail. This is when things got crazy.
Let me see how I'm looking in this. Oh my goodness, hold on. I'm trying to check my camera, make sure I look straight. Bro, what did I miss that happened so fast, though?
This is when things got crazy.
Did she clear it? Nigga, imagine she get a couple years behind this attempted assault.
Melissa leapfrogged towards the judge, but thankfully, court deputies stopped her
See,
just in time.
this what the other bailiffs was supposed to do in the last video. I don't know how they let him get that close, bro. What?
However, that did not stop her verbal threats.
Wait and see. Get my bracelet off the floor.
Melissa faced additional criminal charges for her antics.
I knew a judge will have to be
Oh, I feel bad for the husband, bro. Oh my goodness. She was beating his ass, boy.
wanted to represent because she will be charged criminally for the threats that were made in open court today.
Eventually, Melissa was sentenced to 120 days in prison.
3, 6, 9, 12. Big got 4 months. All she had to do is do. Okay. She wouldn't even have to serve jail if she would have shut up. So she had 10 days. So she got 10 days on top of 4 months. Because she can't shut the fuck up. That's crazy, bro.
Outburst. While Melissa Hardwick got off easy for her antics in court, how does it compare to spitting on a judge? Like in the case of 30-year-old Bass
That's
Webb,
assault.
who's in
That's assault, by the way. That's assault. So he about to get hella time.
court on attempted murder charges. CCTV
He don't
footage
care.
outside a Kentucky
He don't care.
jail showed Webb, a former inmate who spent 3 months there on assault charges, intentionally hitting 2 prison workers with his car. While one guy
Damn.
managed to dodge it, the other was not so lucky. Webb was arrested and produced in court before Judge Vanessa Dixon.
Yes.
Since she knew the two jail employees beforehand, Judge Dixon decided to recuse herself from the case.
There's no way I want to try this case or have any further proceedings, or I'll have to see you for one further second.
But what Webb did next shocked the whole courtroom.
Set preliminary hearings next week.
Why though? Why crash into the police officers? Why not just, I don't know, bro. Or the correction officers. Then he just assaulted this lady. Look at his lawyer. His lawyer like, are you serious right now, bro? Are you fucking serious, bro? Come on, dog.
Webb literally spat on Judge Dixon, clearly taking her by surprise.
Come on, bro.
After initially dismissing him, Judge Dixon brought Webb back, charged him, and threw him out of the courtroom. Nevertheless, this is not the end of Webb's defiance of the law.
That's so
While
disgusting,
awaiting trial, Webb started a riot with other inmates inside the Fayette County Detention
This nigga's
Center.
a menace, bro. He's a menace, bro. Give him the max. Put him on maximum, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I forgot what it. Maximum lockdown. There we go.
Webb was shot with beanbag bullets and even hit in the neck with a pepper ball.
Damn.
In retaliation, Webb swung a metal telephone box at a corrections officer. He was charged.
Bro, he needs help, bro. Oh my goodness. Some people, how did he even make it this far in life without crashing out? Then who was this next to him, bro? His friend? This can't be his lawyer. Ain't no way he hired this nigga.
Again for his actions and sentenced to 15 years in prison.
I will accept the jury's recommendation of 5 years on count 1, enhanced to 15 years pursuant to the persistent.
Nigga went from 5 years to 15. Congratulations, you fucked yourself. Nigga gonna come out with gray hairs.
Degree.
Additionally, Webb was convicted of attempting to murder the two jail employees and got an additional 37 years, facing a total of 52 years of.
Damn! Yep, he's dead. They throw him under the jail, bro. By the time he get out, he gonna be like 80, bro. He look like he about 30, 40. He gonna be 80, 90 if he lives to that long.
Prison time. During this time, new
Basically
evidence
life.
came up linking Webb to the unsolved murder of his ex-girlfriend Bria Runewitz.
Oh my
While incarcerated,
God.
Webb had bragged.
This nigga is a menace, bro. Man told police to come. Oh.
Detective about murdering the 32-year-old. To escape the death penalty, Webb pleaded guilty and got an additional 50 years in prison. Now, if that wasn't enough,
life sentence,
5
bro.
years later, another cold case came to haunt Webb.
Another one. This is a genuinely sick man, bro.
Time he was charged with the murder of another ex-girlfriend.
Ladies, be careful with the men that y'all date, you know what I'm saying? Do background checks, throw background checks on CCAP, you know what I'm saying? Get an idea of what kind of man you're dating. That's for men too, bro. There's a lot of sick people in this world, as you can see. Nigga killed both of his exes. Come on, bro.
Vaughn.
Probably killed another one.
Webb appeared in court with a sinister tattoo on his head. It had a murder hit list of all the people he intended to kill, including...
Really? Whoa, this nigga is sick, bro. He had no dreams, no aspirations, just pure hate. This is Antichrist in the making.
All judges,
in the flesh.
all prosecutors, all cops, the media, 3 rats that had been crossed out, and many more. Webb was convicted and sentenced to life in prison.
A death note on his head, a kill list on his head. There ain't no way.
With the possibility of parole after 25 years.
You don't need no parole, bro. Do not get this nigga parole. He gonna finish off his checklist.
The offense of intentional murder.
While Bass Webb's audacious acts in the courtroom shocked everyone, how does it compare to elbowing your own lawyer? Like in the case of Joseph Zeeler, a double murder suspect in Cape Coral, Florida. Back in May 1990, 11-year-old Robin Cornell and her babysitter Lisa Story were found assaulted and murdered at their home.
No, bro. Just look at this sick fuck, bro. Come on, dog.
The gruesome scene was discovered by Robin's mom, Jan Cornell, who called 911.
Come
The case went cold for over 2 decades until Zeeler was arrested in 2016 for shooting and injuring his son. His DNA was collected and...
Damn, look at this nigga haircut, bro. We should have knew, bro. We should have knew. We should have known. What is this, bro? Come on, bro.
...into the database, which matched the DNA evidence from the 1990 crime scene.
Now, Joseph Zeeler was actually arrested for another crime, and that's how detectives were able to get his fingerprints and DNA samples. His sample was put into a database called CODIS, and that database also stores unknown DNA samples, including those from the Cornell Story case. Now, when the system ran, that's when detectives got a hit linking Zeeler to this 26-year-old murder case.
Zeeler was further arrested and charged with capital murder.
Look at this nigga, bro. He just look like a villain out of Batman, bro. Come on, dog.
In court, prosecutors sought the death penalty.
Thank you.
The kind of factors which...
S.A. a kid and a babysitter, and you shot your son, bro. He need torture in the afterlife too, bro.
What the defendant did to Robin Cornell and Lisa Story, so grave, so serious, that death is the appropriate recommendation, that death is the appropriate sentence.
Zeeler then took the stands. He initially denied knowing both the victims and Jan.
Do you know Jan Cornell?
No, I don't know Jan Cornell.
Do you know Lisa Story?
No.
Do you know Robin Cornell?
No.
But later said his DNA was at the crime
This
scene.
nigga haircut about to piss me off, bro. Come on, dog. Just cut it off. Just go bald. Some people just meant to be bald.
Because he and Jan were involved in intimate act the night before. His DNA was at the crime scene because he and Jan were involved in intimate acts the night before the murders.
And what I believe happened is I slept with Jan Cornell and Leanne Deller, and they were just too much of a pig not to wash their sheets.
He even...
So he hit her, and then S.A., the son, and the daughter. Come on, bro.
Called the victim's mother a pig.
Your DNA would have still been...
Bro, be careful who y'all let bring around y'all kids, bro. Please, bro.
5 months later.
Yes.
And that's because they're pigs and they don't wash their sheets, right?
Exactly.
You know that?
Well, I assume that. Just like you're assuming that...
But just so the record's clear, when I said they're pigs and they wash their sheets, that's what you said.
Absolutely.
Zeeler then claimed that the prosecutor was framing him.
Well, the DNA witnesses, did you hear them say that they actually did retest NB32, that they actually took the sheet, recut another sample, and had another analyst do the same test? Did you hear that?
Yes.
So the retesting was done.
I believe FDLE is siding with the prosecution. Of course they're going to say that.
Eventually, the jury found Zeeler guilty of first-degree murder.
Verdict. We, the jury, find as follows.
It's night outside now, yeah. I wonder how my camera looks.
The defendant is guilty of first-degree murder of Robin Cornell.
Look on the right.
We, the jury, find as follows as to count 2 of the charge. The defendant is guilty of first-degree murder of Lisa Story.
But what Zeeler did next left the whole courtroom stunned. At his sentencing, Zeeler appeared in handcuffs. First, he asked his attorney for a private discussion.
Okay, he finally got his haircut in together. He got the avatar thing going on now. Is this a toupee or a real patch of hair? No one was... Oh, no.
What's that?
As the attorney leaned in, Zeeler threw a cheap shot with his elbow.
Damn! What did you hit the attorney for? Nigga, you did the sick stuff. You mad because he couldn't get you off? You probably did drop bands, but you did some sick, heinous things. Come on, bro.
Detectives quickly subdued him.
Bro, that's not funny, but that's hilarious, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Imagine, dog. He ain't got nothing to lose. Why not?
Are you okay? I'm fine.
Meanwhile, the lawyer saw the funny side of the incident.
I used to box. I've taken a lot better shots than that.
After the dust settled, it was time for Zeeler to learn his fate.
The court's review of other capital cases has led the court to conclude that the death penalty would be a proportionate sentence in this case. Therefore, the court concludes that under the laws of the state of Florida, the defendant has forfeited his right to live.
He was sentenced to the death penalty.
Thank you.
Accordingly,
well deserved.
It is ordered and adjudged that the defendant, Joseph Adam Zeiler, is hereby sentenced to death for the murder of Robin Cornell and the murder of Lisa Story.
While Joseph Zeeler's attack on his defense seemed premeditated,
he bogus.
How does it compare to punching someone out of the blue? Like in the case of Christopher Teal, who was in the King County courtroom facing sexual assault charges in Seattle, Washington.
Whoa!
Sexual assault. Like in the case of Christopher Teal, who was in the King County courtroom facing sexual assault charges in Seattle, Washington.
Who he just slapped, bro? He just slapped the fuck out of somebody. Who was that?
Reports suggest that Teal, a homeless man, followed a woman inside a restroom at a Volkswagen dealership and assaulted her. He was
sick fuck, bro.
Arrested after company employees barged in and stopped the attack. Teal was charged with first-degree sexual assault and unlawful imprisonment. He appeared in court for a competency hearing represented by his lawyer, Reed Burke.
What's up with these niggas slapping they lawyers? Hold on, my mama just texted me. What's up with these niggas slapping they lawyers, bro? Come on, bro.
As the hearing began, Teal seemed amused and raised his arm towards Birkeland before being stopped by a court officer.
Mr. Teal's present. He's in custody. He's represented by counsel, Mr. Birkeland.
Then suddenly, without provocation, Teal snapped.
He sticked him in it. He ain't even... He didn't slap him, he sticked him, so you know that hurt it, bro. That mug. With a fist? Come on, bro.
Counsel will defer to in a moment that they are now stipulating that Mr.
Out of nowhere, Teal punched his own lawyer. Luckily, the police quickly managed to subdue him.
Dog, I would have been fucking rolling in the, bro. Put me in jail. I'm rolling, bro. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Was placed over his head, and Teal was removed from the courtroom. Birkeland was unhurt in the incident, barring his pride. He promptly withdrew from the case.
Regarding the Christopher Teal matter.
No.
Okay. I have a question though. Are you running a diminished capacity or insanity or anything of that nature?
I don't have anything to talk about.
The next time Teal appeared in court, the officers ensured he wouldn't be punching anyone. Teal was seen heavily strapped to a chair. However, he still had one complaint. Teal's biggest concern was how his hair looked in his mugshot.
I'd like to know where the they got that photo of me with my short hair.
So this nigga not worried about the time he about to serve. He said, bro, I don't like how y'all depicted me in my mugshot. Make me look right for the hoes. I'm trying to look sexy. Come on, bro.
That was on Facebook, and I don't have a Facebook. All right. So you're on the... Legitimate question. Like, do they have access to Google?
Who want to retake his
scheduled another hearing in a week's time. Eventually, Teal was sentenced to 8.5 years in prison. While Teal's reaction could certainly be dismissed as a mental health issue, what happens when you get into a wrestling match with the judge? Like in the case of...
Wrestling match with the judge. He about to wrestle this old ass man. Come on, man.
Newsom.
Let's change the color of these lights.
Violence charge in Pike County Justice Court in Mississippi. Southern District Judge Aubrey Rhymes was presiding over the hearing. Newsom initially seemed to be in a good mood as he reviewed some papers. But an altercation with a court officer seemed to agitate him. Newsom was then asked to sign some papers.
What'd he say? I ain't signing that shit. I'm not signing that. No, I'm not signing it. That's what
the officer presented to Judge Rhymes. However, Newsom was not ready to rest his case. He furiously argued with Judge Rhymes, who promptly asked the officer to remove him from the court. As he was being led from the courtroom, Newsom lost it.
Why they got this lady trying to put a man up in there? I'm not being sexist, you know what I'm saying? At least put 2 officers on him, bro. See, he getting spicy with the judge. I think it's a bailiff like right here. Help her. Help her. Oh, that's not a bailiff. That's somebody on the phone.
First, he grabbed a stack of papers and threw it at Judge Rhymes. The officer tried to subdue him, but Newsom managed to overpower her.
Of course.
He then threw a telephone at the judge.
Damn. What happened? I wonder what he got charged
The
with,
judge
bro.
decided to take matters into his own hands.
Yeah, help her.
As Newsom threw more paper at him, Judge Rhymes single-handedly pinned him to the table. Eventually, backup arrived.
Finally. Then they got
Newsom
these
was
donut eaters up. Bro, come on, bro.
And taken from the courtroom. He faced additional charges.
You look crazy, bro.
Contempt of court and served 48 hours in prison. Sidney Newsom's...
That's it? All he had to do was serve 48 hours. This is what he crashing out about? He crashing about 48 hours in prison.
Newsom was restrained and taken from the courtroom. He faced additional charges for contempt of court and served 48 hours in prison. Sidney Newsom's courtroom antics were definitely crazy. And how does it compare to headbutting a police officer?
Oh!
The case of Daniel...
They should have beat his ass, bro.
Stuart Berry was facing robbery charges in Mississippi. Reports suggest the 21-year-old Daniel allegedly robbed a store where he leapt over the counter, put a female clerk in a headlock, and grabbed $20 from the open cash register. Daniel, a business major student, was arrested and charged with 1 count of strong-armed robbery. But when Daniel was being taken to court, he totally lost it.
Oh!
Daniel cursed,
put him on the floor and beat his ass. Come on, bro.
And headbutted a sheriff's deputy, breaking his nose. He was quickly carried off.
Broke his nose?
And detained.
Man, he ain't got no shoes on.
The sheriff said Daniel was under the influence of drugs and had also assaulted a jail worker the previous night.
I don't know what this is or
bro,
how much he's taking or
some
whatever.
People, bro.
We need to. We'll have to get him evaluated by a doctor.
It tastes good.
We got to determine a safe way to do it for the doctor and for him and for us.
He faced additional charges of assaulting a law enforcement officer. His bond was set at $200,000.
Damn, under the jail. I wonder if I can do this time right. Because usually you got to pay 10% of your bond, right? 200,000 times 0.1 equal. Then he got to pay $20,000 if he got a bond. If he got bail, I mean. That is crazy. Nigga broke his nose, man. Again, I said it once, I'm going to say it again. If you can't do the time, do not do the crime, bro. A lot of this stuff is unnecessary. Like the lady that was barking her mouth at the, she was running her mouth at the judge. The domestic violence lady. She could have avoided 10 days in jail, but she ended up getting 4 months. She could have had no jail. She could have just got charged with like a restraining order or something. But no, let me know what y'all think down in the comments below. And I'm going to catch you niggas in the next one. Yes, sir.